Alright guys, Nick with Major Woodcraft, part 57 of why the fence industry is a train wreck right now. I'm doing some work for these people. This fence was built by another contractor last year. I want to show you a couple things. I'm going to nitpick their work, and there's a moral of the story in here. Okay. So there's a few different ways to line up your picket tops. You can use a string line or a jig, or every guy has their own little preferred process, but I don't know, I got a lot of glare right here. Yeah, there you go. But this is probably not the means to that end, right? And you can look down the top of this fence and just see that it's all over the place. Just right away, the craftsmanship is pretty lousy. I'll put this picket down. Craftsmanship is pretty lousy right away. But the secondary issue that kind of compounds that is the material that they've picked, which is pressure treated. And this is, like I said, this is about a year old. You can see that this material is still pretty, it's still got its factory color and all that. I mean, that was a barcode right there not too long ago. And it's just absolutely beat to crap already. When you look down those rails, they're literally all over the place. And this fence, like I said, is a year old. My customer's name, we'll call her Jill, like Jack and Jill, right? We'll call her Jill. Super nice lady, wants the good stuff. So we've got steel post for the gate, steel gate frame, cedar posts, cedar rails, obviously, cedar pickets. I did some work for her in the back last year. This lady talked to me and asked what I would charge to repair it, and I didn't bid on the original project, so it's not like I lost this job. I didn't even know it was a thing, but she asked me what I would charge to repair it. So I gave her a number, and she's like, wow, I can't afford that. And I don't blame her, because the repair on this would be to basically uninstall it and not demo it. Like, I can't rip it out with a Sawzall. I've actually got to surgically uninstall it and then replace all of the material with the correct material. So she essentially would be paying for the same fence twice, and it's just not practical. So her second question was, out of curiosity, what would you have charged to do it your way originally? And I just kind of shot her a ballpark, because it's not like a quote, it's not like a project that is possible to get at that point, it's just a ballpark. And she goes, well, you're about $300 higher than the guy that I hired. The difference between my work and their work is about $500 worth of material alone. So the fact that I was $300 higher means that I was actually $200 cheaper on labor. And the crazy thing is, even if I had bid on this project, I probably still wouldn't have gotten the job, because I'm $300 higher, right? But in reality, I'm actually $200 cheaper for myself, my own labor. I'm making less than this other guy and producing a better product. And that's been my frustration for the last couple of years, and is definitely not getting any better. Because the average customer, just, if you say you're putting a wood post in, they don't know, A wood post is a wood post. So check out some of this craftsmanship, though. I mean, there's level. And that's just a torpedo. This thing is probably 3 inches out over the course of the post. Like, the bubble's not even close to the, yeah, it's maxed out. level this way. Pickets are not though, and you can see that when you come up to your post. You can see the reveal on those. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, it's all over the place. And people are paying really good money for this, right? There's your picket. I don't know if you can see that. Like I said, I got a lot of glare. Nowhere even close. People are paying good money for this. I mean, if this is a $6,000 project, the difference between this crap and a quality fence is $300. So there's no way you're gonna be able to do it twice, not at $6,000, you know. Here's the one that really gets me though. This is their corner post. Okay, so check this out. There's your level on your corner post. So we can, yeah, we're way out of level on the corner post, no less. And out of level this way as well. Yeah. Guess what else is on this post? Her drive gates. So check this out. Let me stand back just so you can see that. This is a new install. This install is maybe a year old at this point. Those gates are just, yeah, it's not functional, first of all. Like there's a reason she's got it padlocked and all that, because it's not even operable. Looks terrible, doesn't work. And then there's a guy over here who builds steel gate frames and can't get a job because it's too expensive. So sorry for the rant. It is really starting to get under my skin though. The fence industry is an absolute disaster right now, and a lot of it has to do with guys like this that I don't know how to describe them. They probably watched a YouTube video, which is ironic considering I'm making this video for the purposes of posting to YouTube. But they probably watched a YouTube video on how to build a fence, and they're like, okay, that makes me a fence guy. I can watch a YouTube video on rocket science, but that doesn't make me a rocket scientist, you know? Let the guys that are good at their job do their job, because this is not quality work. It's junk material, but even with junk material, you should still be able to run your pickets in a straight line, and they can't even accomplish that. So when I talked to this lady on the west side over here, I was like, yeah, here's my price to repair it. I know that's probably not practical, but hopefully you can get a hold of the original contractor and have him warranty it. And she explained to me that he quoted her a cedar fence, and the pickets are cedar. He did use cedar pickets, but he used pressure treated pine structure. And then the other part of his contract was that he had a 2-year warranty. So she's like, cool, that's what I want. Cedar fence, 2-year warranty. Awesome. Hired the guy, clearly did not install cedar, and then she couldn't get a hold of him afterwards. So she got screwed, obviously. But even if you could take the guy to court, you're not going to get money out of him. He's just going to tell the court that he's bankrupt and close down his LLC and start again next city over under a different name, rinse and repeat. And the crazy thing about this is that this industry is so, I don't know, if you're a plumber or an electrician, there's some pretty established codes that you absolutely have to adhere to. The fence industry is so unregulated that you can basically build whatever you want as long as it's standing upright. And that's a good fence, Personally, if it was me for $6,000, I would not be satisfied with that. I'm kind of getting on a tangent there. It bothers me though. It bothers me. There's an integrity thing there, and it bothers me. You know, if I tell my customer that they're getting a steel frame gate with cedar fixings, that's what is installed, you know. And if it's out of their budget, that's fine. I won't do the work. You know, I'll find another job. I'll find someone else who wants to pay for that. But I'm not going to tell you this is a Ferrari and then deliver a Toyota. It's just not, it's not ethical. So I guess rant over. But if you're a contractor, if you're an honest contractor, I guess, just want to encourage you to keep doing the right work, even though it's frustrating to watch your competition gobble up work, butcher it, and then just don't answer their phone. I know that's frustrating, but I do want to encourage you to just keep doing the right thing, because eventually that is going to pay off for us. Those guys are going to go out of business, and we'll be 20 years in and tested and true, you know. That's the long game. It sucks right now, but that is the long game. If you're a homeowner, make sure that you are vetting these guys, check their reviews, and if they don't have a whole lot of reviews online, ask for some references. And objective, like not my cousin Bob that I did the fence for, but, you know, little old lady down the street. Ask for some references. I want to call these people, see what kind of work you do, see what kind of a businessman you are, and kind of do your homework on that. And when they say cedar fence, okay, so cedar pickets, right? Correct. What kind of structure are you using? Oh, well, so that part isn't cedar. Okay, well, what is it? You know, ask those questions and be informed about the product that you're actually buying. Because this isn't a $300 install. You know, it's a $5,000-$6,000 project. It's goes all the way back there. You can't really see the back corner, but it's about 100 feet or so. Maybe 90, somewhere in there. That's a pretty big investment, right? And it's designed to make your yard pretty, your house safe. That's not chump change, you know. So if you're spending that kind of money, take the time to understand what you're actually paying for. Because I'm not spending $6,000 on that. That doesn't seem right to me. You know what I mean? And if you are one of the dishonest contractors, probably get out of the trade and get into used car sales or something like that. I don't know. But find an industry where it's kind of acceptable to cheat people, because this is getting old. I'm getting sick of looking at that crap. So, all right, rant over. God bless you guys. Bye.